Welcome back to more Lord of the Rings Online. In the last episode, I became an orc gladiator, and I won 3 days of fighting in a tournament. And now we're going to continue our adventure here. I'm going to keep following the road east. There are lots of quests for me to do. I'm still looking for some fire grims along the way. And speak of the devil, there's a fire grim. He interrupted. The quest action available are all the level related quests that pop up every time I log in, by the way. Just so you guys know. Let me see if I can lure that guy down here. Come on, come down here. Is he really not coming down here? Alright, fine. I will go to a sailman stance. Alright. And back to this. I need 2 more. Floating traps. Okay. So if you look at the map, I could find fire grims anywhere, but I'm kind of going towards this quest ring. There's one up here. I have no idea how I'll be able to get to that. I'll have to like maneuver through the lava somehow. I'm not going to worry about it for now. I'm just going to go to the other quest rings. I don't know. Orc skirmishers, I don't need those for anything. At least not yet. Let me just pop my head in here. Oh! It's one of those like 115 camps. Never mind. Let me just fight these two real quick though. Okay. Good enough for now. I'll make sure no landscape pops. Yep, nothing. Just the same thing. Fire grim. Alright, and that should be my last one up ahead. You have defeated many fumaroles and fire grims in Talath Urui. This surely makes traversing the lava lake slightly easier. Now, if only I could do something about all the lava. Okay. I'm going to keep following the road. I think I will try to go in there. That looks very menacing, very ominous indeed. But that is where my road is taking me. Question is, how do I actually get up there? Maybe like through there? This little passage here? Nope. Or maybe, let me... Can't go through here, can you? The Dungeons of Nerbond. You have discovered the entrance to the Dungeons of Nerbond. Alright, cannot go through there. If you remember, some of the Isengard instances, they kind of started at a pipe-looking thing like that, so I thought I would check it at least. Yeah, there's no way I can get up from here, so I'll keep going around, following the road. And a quest ring, excellent. The woman seems apprehensive about speaking to you. You are not from here, I can see. I am Akrun. I have prayed for freedom each day. Now it is here, but not the freedom of my dreams. My freedom led me and my brethren to flee from our slaves in Udun. We felt that freedom for the first time when the tower fell and the fire spilled out of the mountain. I wished to return to my family in Noon, but we were enslaved again by those who dwell in Nerbund. I resisted, so they threw me into the prison. The rest are still being held outside the fortress. Now I do not know what to do.
The world is changed.
It seems Akrun isn't accustomed to talking for extended periods of time. She catches her breath and continues. Nerbond is a prison that no one leaves. We were meant to be in rotting cells, sometimes tortured or worse. I alone escaped. I found a loose brick in my cell. Behind the brick, there were some metal shavings that I was able to use to pick the lock to my cell. From there, I found an old forgotten passage that led to the outside. I want to rescue the rest of my fellow Nurhoth from Nerbond, but I dare not do it alone. Will you help us to retain our newly found freedom? You agreed to assist Akrun. I am thankful for your help. First, we will need to defeat many of these orcs of fire who patrol from here to Nerbond. Let me defeat patrollers. Alright, that is 2 of them. Let's get some forced march going. Man, this is it's a pretty expansive area. I feel like it branches out a lot. I'm probably gonna get super lost in here. Thought that guy was gonna keep chasing me, but he like stopped to heal or whatever. Kind of annoying. What? How'd that Surety of Death miss? Whatever. Those did not count as patrollers. So they really do have to say patrollers. Here is a singed page.
Here's what you get for poking your nose where it shouldn't go. That Urodani woman had some slaves digging into the floor of the ruined chamber. And next thing you know, it was flames everywhere.
So talking about her escape, it sounds like. Alright, looks like I kind of strayed a little bit further out than I intended. Let's get on the goat. Here's another patroller. And I only need one more. I see him up ahead. This place seems absolutely huge. Okay, done with that. So it looks like Akrun has moved up the road now, which is kind of convenient since I was headed in this direction. Another singed page.
Me and my boys are taking orders from that Urodani stone maiden. You can smell the stink of arrogance on all these black Numenorian types. She's got us off in Talath Uri, digging an underground fortress out of the Mithran.
The world is changed.
Good, we have made it to the bridge to Orodir. It is here where they keep prisoners before sending them to die in Nerbond. Akrun looks out across the span toward Orodir. I was taken here with my brethren in cages. We were told that we did not uphold the great laws that Sauron has put in place over Mordor. Our punishment was to be bound by chains. Orodir has many orcs of fire, known as Gashai. I hear that they came to Nerbond as soon as the tower fell. I do not know why though. We must rescue as many Nurhoth as we can and stop the Narbonne from abducting those who deserve their freedom. Many prisoners are chained to walls of Orodir. We must break the chains and prevent any more from being enslaved. I will need some supplies for the journey that I hope to take back to Nurn. We should see if there are any supplies and rations to gather in Orodir. We must free any Nurnhoth that we find held captive in Orodir. They deserve to experience the freedom I have known, though only for a brief time. The freedom I held brought beauty back into my life in this dark land. Alright, in we go. Many quests to do. Pretty epic. This place seems to be a staging area for bringing captured prisoners into Nerbond. So I do need to defeat foes in here, so let me get started on that. Got a key. Very cool. This place is indeed absolutely massive. Fortunately, I couldn't hit both of them with the desolation, but that's alright. Good interrupt. I want that guy healing. He died already anyway. Okay. Defeated a bunch of enemies here. Let me get on the goat now that I don't have to be stopping to fight all these guys all the time. Some rations. See a quest ring just on the other side here. Man, kind of hard to get to. How do I get to that guy? From the other side. Okay, saw a little opening in the cage. Okay, 1 of 5. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere. Some shackles. Looks like it's on the other side of the wall. Gotta find 10 of those? Dang. There's a lot of stuff to find here. They're all tucked away in little corners, too. They're not just, like, out in the open. Be free. Another prisoner here. I don't know what's up here, but it looks fun. So I think I have to defeat this gate warden. At least, like, hovering over him says I should probably defeat him. Okay, yeah, I need to defeat 2 gate wardens. And let me see what popped here. Just a deed. Discover the dungeons. Alright, so that was a little while back. Let me go maybe to the south. Couple shackles here. Man, they're like whipping these guys. It's horrible. Some supplies. It'll be satisfying to clean up all the quests here, but for now we're still a long ways away from finding everything we need. It's all scattered about very haphazardly. One more prisoner to release. I like how it's like free 5 prisoners. So it's like if you find 6, it's like screw the 6th guy. I already got my 5. Halfway with the shackles. It's a quest ring here. Maybe it's these. Alright, let me actually go to the west. There's some highlighted areas there that I think will help me find a few other things. Wonder if that warden respawned, that way I can just kill him again. Indeed he did. Okay, done with that one. Yeah, the chests that are like all over the place make it very difficult to do the quests where you have to find things to interact with. Makes spamming your delete key a little bit not as effective. Let me see if I should go up here. Yeah, there's a quest ring. This prison fortress must have been Sauron's chief jail in Gorgoroth. The leader, do I need to kill one of those? I do not. There's a singed page up there. And I wonder if I should go in, because I feel like that's going to pull me away from everything else I was doing here, but I probably should at least peek in there.
So imagine my surprise when at last I thought I'd found my way out of all the flames and debris, and there Urodani was.
Let's go in and see. Nerbond. So I'm kind of tempted to not come in here yet, because I bet once I finish some of the quests that I have right now, I'll get sent back in here. So I think I am going to abandon ship for now. Pretty sure the quests are going to send me in here. Once I finish this wave that the escaped prisoner gave me, I bet she'll tell me to go in there. Let's see, let me just make my way towards the actual quest rings. Get this chain. There's so many chests here. If I stopped at every chest, I would never get anywhere. It's like they're infinite. Two more shackles. Still need a lot of supplies. 5 more still? Dang. Man, that guy's just getting whipped. This should be the last prisoner. You have successfully freed the Nunhoth at Orodir, helping Okrun and her people a great deal. Alright. I am right on something, and I think it is these supplies. Dang it. It's like on the other side, but from the left. We're getting there. Making good progress. I need one more shackle, one more supply. I see the last supply here. And then shackle, it's gonna be up above. There we go. Shackles. You have successfully defeated many foes outside the gates of Nerbond and destroyed the shackles used to bind the prisoners. Next, I guess let me go back and talk with the lady. She'll probably give me a bunch more quests. Let me go ahead and use a mount speed thing. I meant to go look up where I keep getting those from. I wonder if they're from the Hobbit presents. Because I would love to have some more, because they're very helpful for recording. Just make me ride 20% faster, you know? That's really good. Ah, here are the people I freed.
Aye, master. No, I must not say master any longer.
This food and these supplies should assist us on our long journey. Even the Magon Spur is not without treachery, and the Sea of Nurn is too vast and deadly to risk sailing across. Do not worry, this is the path we must take, just as you've taken your own path.
What would you?
We are together again. We shall depart and take the long and secretive footpath over the mountain to Nurn. You have done much, and I thank you. No longer do I need to risk your life to help me, though. We can manage from here. Before we part ways, there is something that I think you should know about Nerbond. When flames poured from the mountain and created the lake of fire, the heat reached all the way underneath the prison fortress and burned alive those within. I overheard the story from orcs while I was imprisoned. The prison is still run by a black Uruk, known far and wide as Thraknul. He was known as the Dark Lord's chief torturer. It seems Thraknul is still running Narbonne as a prison even after the tower fell. Does the Uruk serve a new master? I know not. You decide it would be worthwhile to investigate further the matter of Thraknul. I wish you luck. Be careful, Kippen. If Thraknul catches you, you may never see the outside of Nerbonne again. I knew it. I knew she was going to send me in there. It is time to enter the vast dungeon. I know I keep saying this every 3 to 4 episodes, but I'm really enjoying Mordor. I think they've done an excellent job here. I think the first region, Udun, was a little weird. It wasn't the best introduction to Mordor. It was a little weird. Remember, there was a lot of back and forth for the quests unnecessarily. And a lot of the quests, you had to find or kill things that were scattered everywhere, but it was really hard to find them. It was a little bit of a rough start, but everything else in Mordor has been spectacular, I think. Some landscapes. With knowledge of Urudani and her Gashai followers, you decide to defeat some of Urudani's lesser followers in the hopes of loosening her grip upon the prison fortress. Another little hobbit here. Many of the prisoner voices wail through the walls of Narbonne. Perhaps if you could find some jailer keys, you might be able to let loose some of the denizens of Nerbonne. Thraknul torture devices line the walls of Nerbonne. His torturers inflict pain upon Thraknul's enemies and victims. Seeing these atrocities firsthand, you take it upon yourself to put a stop to these vile activities. Where am I? Right here. Okay, so I think all of these are actually inside, right? So I don't need to do anything else outside. Let's just go in. The smell of burned flesh permeates the air around you. Burned flesh, eh? Do need to kill some of these guys. That was very interesting. I used my recklessness, and it didn't do the animation that time. I was able to skip the animation somehow. I wonder how. You find some sort of register inside a locked guard room. Using that has no effect, huh? I can't open the door? Okay. Keep going for now. Kind of branching off in too many directions here. Just keep going this way for now. Going around here. Man, this place is huge. It's confusing. It goes up, it goes down, it goes in every direction. There's a singed page all the way down there. I'll have to see if I can get to it. On the lower level, I'll make a mental note. God, the slow is very annoying. Alright, I've cleared this little corner, nothing here. Alright, let me kill this guy. Should be the last one I need. 4 keys. Alright, nothing here, but there are some stairs that lead down to the lower levels. This place is totally confusing. And the map doesn't help, right? The map is like literally a giant box. And I can't see my little arrow in it either. I don't think there's anything here. Unless... yeah, nothing there. What is this, like an abandoned instance? The developers were going to make an instance and said, forget about it. Kind of what it looks like. Okay, so I've kind of cleared down here. What else can I clear? I don't know. Yeah, nothing down there. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no way of knowing where I am. Just because there's no marker here. So frustrating. I think it's a bug when they updated, like, the UI. Hopefully they fix it. Right, I'm freeing some of the prisoners. Even the goblins, huh? And Urukai. Probably go down here. I think that's where the singed page is that I targeted from above. Flame spirits. This counts for servants of Urudani. This isn't where I was before, is it? No, it looks different. I do need 8 total of these, though, so might as well get started. My goodness, this place is totally confusing. It looks as if the former guard had been recently tortured.
but the heat down below. You'd think we were digging into Mount Doom itself. The slaves keep collapsing and asking for water. We have a good laugh at them, then whip them back to work.
Get all these guys. A resounding challenge just to aggro everybody in the room, get some good AoEs. Excellent. How do I get in here? I can actually use it from the outside, which is nice. Okay. Chamber lever. You hear the door to the torture chamber unlock. In here. You should now be able to find out what is in the guard's register. A letter. Retrieve and read the guard's register. So it's not actually in my inventory, it's just here, it looks like. Yeah, I don't know how this works. I guess I have to go back upstairs, because if you remember when I first came in here, it said something about a register. So maybe with that in my inventory, I can use it to unlock it or something. I don't know. Need one more of these. Perfect. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point for this episode. In the next one, I'll continue doing quests in here. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.
Thanks for stopping by the Renaissance Gaming Monastery. I hope you join our community on Discord and Twitter. These videos are produced with a lot of hard work and love. If you think they're worth $1, I'd be grateful for your contribution. You can send a thanks donation or become a member on YouTube. You can also support through PayPal, Patreon, or even with cryptocurrency. All links are in the description. See you on the next video.